It's the fall now, and it's been about 1 month since we've been able to check in with Teresa, and we've been having a little bit of a hard time getting a hold of her. Now we know she's really busy, and she's agreed to meet with us, but we have a little surprise for her. We brought along Dan Labossiere, and Dan was on the show last season talking about his story of how he was able to get his diabetes under control, and I think that, you know, your story really inspired people.
Well, you know, the big thing here is if I can inspire someone, what a bonus in life.
Yeah.
It makes you feel good inside, and not only am I getting healthy and I'm still on that active plan, if I can help someone else do the same, hey, bonus.
So I brought Teresa a present. It's actually a diet plate, it's called.
Great.
It's a portion control plate. And a study in Alberta found that people who used the plate that had type 2 diabetes actually were able to reduce their need for medication.
Makes sense.
So yeah, so it's a surprise gift. Okay, here we are at Teresa's house. It's been 8 weeks now since Teresa got a good pair of walking shoes and a gym membership at the Seven Oaks Wellness Institute.
And then this is the resistant equipment here. So
Unfortunately, she hasn't been here as much as she should be, but we're hoping a surprise guest will re-motivate her. Teresa, this is Dan Labossiere. This is a, it's called a diet plate.
Okay.
And there was a study at the University of Calgary, and they studied 130 people that had type 2 diabetes.
Yeah.
And when you follow the plate and it shows you how much food to put on for your dinner, people who use the plate on a regular basis reduce their need for medication.
Okay.
Yeah. So it controls your portion. So here is
Meat.
right here, meat. So your piece of meat should never be bigger than this or thicker than the top of the plate. If you eat cheese, a piece of cheese that big. And then if you had gravy, the sauce.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
This cheese?
Yeah,
It doesn't take much. But it's also the thickness of that ridge too.
And then after you put all your food on, you press the food to the side and fill the other half of the plate with salad.
Oh, okay.
And then you can have unlimited salad. And also that comes with it is a bowl for breakfast. And it shows you how much cereal you should put in.
Okay.
So you should only fill it to the green line, and then add half a cup of skim milk, and have a piece of fruit or something. Yeah. But how has your fitness program been going, Teresa? I know you've been really busy.
I haven't been going to my... I haven't went since end of July. I've been neglecting myself again because I'm putting my family first, and it's too far, and I don't have the money for it to go far. I just wish my family would help me more. It's stressing.
And that's why we brought Dan here to meet you today.
To help me clean up? Just kidding.
I think there's lots of people out there that are going through different struggles in life, and it's a matter of cutting it up into manageable pieces.
Okay.
So for example, I grew up on the street. From the age of 13, I was living on the street. I had no home. Yes, my parents are alive, but for whatever reason, I ended up living on the street, and it was very tough in terms of finding food to eat, in terms of finding shelter, places to sleep, in terms of just growing up alone. So I think my struggles are pretty tough when you think back on my childhood. And that probably affected me throughout life. And the fact that you were talking about the expense of going to the gym and the amount of time needed, maybe you're going in the wrong direction. So I think if we talked a little more about how you're going about making these changes, you might be able to find it a little more manageable. So struggles are one thing. It's time to put them in the past, and it's time to move forward and try and find something positive every day, so that when you get up in the morning, you know what your goal is for that day. Just a small change.
Dan continues his pep talk, but Teresa is frustrated.
My past doesn't bother me.
Okay.
I don't even look at my past. It's today, like today or Monday to Friday when I go to school. So it has nothing to do with my past.
Okay, so then it's a matter of making those small changes then, something that you can manage. And don't change anything else until you can manage that small piece.
Like I don't know, his life is probably is not as busy as mine. I have 5 children to take care of, and I go to school full time. It's not easy. And I don't like you telling me what I need to do.
No, I'm not trying to, Teresa.
Dan understands completely what this overworked mother of 5 is facing. Teresa, like so many other moms, is simply overwhelmed at trying to mix a healthy lifestyle with the reality of dealing with her day-to-day existence. She has so much to do with so little time and so little help.
You guys can do nothing, because it's the people that live with me that has to help. You can tell me what to do. That's it. It's the people that live in my house that have to help me.
And they're not helping you?
You do need that support, and hopefully you can get that in place.
I don't even have time to do homework in the evenings. There's too many people in the house. My bills are my first priority. It shouldn't be, but... And then groceries. There's 10 of us living in here. It's expensive. Just exercise, that's the only problem I have right now.
How is your blood sugar right now, lately?
That's the other thing I haven't checked. I don't care to check because I haven't been exercising. My doctor wanted to raise my insulin. I just felt disappointed when she said that. It's like I was failing again.
Again, a natural reaction when you know that you should be doing more, and you aren't. Diabetes is described by many as the silent killer. To make matters worse, Teresa's blood glucose meter is broken. Here is one place we can definitely help her. Vitality offers to buy her a new meter. She agrees. It's one step closer to getting this mom back on track. She hasn't taken her readings for 1 month.
That makes me feel inside.
Dan, who himself lost more than 75 pounds, wants Teresa to know she has a new friend and an ally.
So somehow we got to get you past this point that you're at now, and that's what I'm here for. I'm here to offer that in terms of any way that I can help you get there. So I don't want to push anything on you, and I wouldn't. The only thing I want to do is talk to you and find out what you're doing and find out what we can do to get you moving forward.
The diet plate is now part of Teresa's place setting. She's doing pretty well in school, but now she needs to replace her failing grade in managing her diabetes. With some support and some tutoring from Dan, hopefully she will soon be back on track.
Do you do a lot of walking?
No.
No?
At school, just at school.
I find that once I got used to walking and making time for walking and stuff, walking really gives you time to think, and you're breathing all that fresh air. And
yeah.
Dan tells Teresa how he cut down on junk food.
It was tough for me to learn because I used to always take the car just to go to the store, which was 2 houses down. So I went to see a dietitian many times, and she kept correcting me on my portion sizes and things like that. But I finally realized that she can give me the advice, and then I have that up here.
That's all.
So the
can
advice
do.
is up here, and you start building your knowledge of it.
Yeah.
But you make the changes that you're going to stick to.
Yeah.
So
Right. I don't know how many dietitians I see.
now you know how I started with the food?
No.
Yeah, pickle jars. I found out that there's certain free foods, and I looked at the list of free foods that the dietitian gave me, and I said, well, out of all this stuff, what do I eat? Well, nothing. But I could eat a pickle. So I said, well, maybe if I fill up on pickles, I'll eat less of the bad food. And so I started doing that. So my lunch would be a sandwich, and done according to, you know, portion size and things like that. And then I'd have a big pile of pickles on the side. So I'd sit there and munch on pickles for an hour. Well, so if you eat slowly like that and you're just munching on pickles, eventually you do, the craving for food does subside, and you're okay. And you're not going to gain much from those pickles, so it was working. So I'd mountain up my plate with things like pickles.
So here's where Teresa stands at this point after 2 seasons of her makeover. In the first season, her blood sugar levels started in the 20s and she got it down to 11. She also quit smoking and took her medication regularly. This season, she's taken up smoking again and she's under high levels of stress. She says that has to change for her sake and that of her children.
I think I have to, well, I've been thinking of setting a family meeting just to...
Coming soon, we'll see how that family meeting went.
Eventually you say, well, that wasn't hard to do.